Good morning and welcome to News Superfast. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, students who failed to secure medical seats thanks to the goof up by the Karnataka Examination Authority and the Medical Council of India can now cheer as the withheld seats are up for grabs.
Despite securing a rank below 1000 in CET, few students failed to secure medical seats. The reason behind this was several colleges in the state had lost seats after the Medical Council had reviewed them according to the norms. As many as 11 colleges had fallen short of the requirement the MCI had set. Hence, it had withheld the seats available in these colleges. Those seats were not included in the seat matrix announced by Karnataka Examination Authority. This led to a situation wherein thousands of students missed seats despite having the eligibility, but they need not worry anymore. The MCI had released the withheld seats and KEA has extended the time for option entry till the 17th of this month. We will provide the list of colleges in which withheld seats are to be added. The seats in Bangalore Medical College have been announced from 150 to 250. The seats in KIMS College in Hubli will be up by 50. Similarly, AJ Medical College in Mangalore will have 150 seats in place of 100 previously. Vaidehi Medical College too will have 50 more seats, and so will Bengaluru's Rajarajeshwari Medical College. The Nijalingappa Medical College in Bagalkot, Navodaya College in Raichur and Father Medical College in Mangalore too will have 150 seats instead of 100. This is what the Medical Directorate had to say about this development. As the state government was expecting, the seats withheld by the MCI have been returned. MCI held discussions with the managements of these colleges for the last 1 week and decided to enhance the number of seats. These seats will be available for distribution when the second round of counselling takes place on the 17th of this month. Well, the students who did not get seats in the first round were eagerly waiting for this to happen, and they are on cloud 9 now. Amrita Patil, News9, Bengaluru.
Now, a couple of days ago, we reported on a bar in a residential area causing problems to residents in Vijayanagar. Now, another such case has surfaced, and you won't believe how the authorities have responded to this problem.
This is a residential street on the ever-busy Cottonpet Road. Apart from the narrow lanes, the noise of vehicles stands out. While these factors affect residents, there is another problem which troubles them. This wine store is situated amidst residential houses and offices. The presence of this wine shop has become a growing menace to the people living on the street. From people getting drunk right next to their homes to drunken brawls, residents have been facing serious problems. Children and women feel unsafe when walking past the store.
Where first of all the liquor store is not supposed to be here because it's a residential area, and we've been requesting the guys to vacate for a long time now. It's been years now, and they always keep asking for more time, but they've never vacated. The liquor shop opens at about 9:30 in the morning and they are open till 11:30 in the night. We've also called the cops a lot of times to inform them that the liquor store is open and they're serving alcohol, and a lot of fights keep happening because people get drunk right here. And when they walk, the residents are walking, there are a lot of women and children walking in the streets, and a lot of instances have happened where people have got into fights with drunk men because in the evenings after children come back from school, they are walking on the road or they're playing, trying to spend some time. And the people, when they get drunk in the evenings, they walk on the streets, and then a lot of children have got into, have been hurt also, especially a lot of girl children.
All the people who visit this wine store linger around it for hours. Not just that, frequent urination, spitting tobacco and smoking are an added menace.
All urinates are passing in front of the house. It's all infectious. We can't bear it, like telling everyone in the evening, like move on, move on. It won't be good telling all the time. Moreover, all the cleanliness has been gone actually surrounding. The main issue is like all urinates, and the people will quarrel almost every time. We can't pass over to our houses. They'll be standing by side. If we ask to move on, it will be a quarrel.
The shocker is yet to come. The residents filed a petition to the excise department to look into their grievances. They were assured of action. When the authorities finally arrived at the spot, they did the exact opposite of what they promised. Officials from the excise department, after talks with the owner, extended the shop's license for another year.
The excise department, we informed them in March, I think the 5th of March to be precise, and no action has been taken. Initially they made us run around. They said we don't know which department has to handle this because they were not aware which jurisdiction it comes to. And then once we checked all the information and then went to the right person, he said the information will be processed to the area inspector, and she will make the report and send it to the excise department. It should take about 45 days. But now it's been about 3 months, and then we get to know that the license has been renewed for another year.
What's worse is that the license granted to this wine shop permits it to only sell sealed bottles to customers. It is not allowed to serve alcohol on the spot. The people who work in the shop claim that everyone does it.
ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅದೊಂದು ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದು ಅದೇನೆ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಸಲ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವ ಸಿಗರೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಅಂಗಡಿಲಿ ಕೊಡೋರು ತೋರಿಸಿ ಅದು ಪ್ರತಿ ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Will the officials from the excise department come to the aid of the residents, or will this apathy continue? Deepak Bopanna, News 9, Bengaluru.
Now, why are MLAs elected? Well, so that they can do some good work for the people, right? But that doesn't seem to be the case. And why so? Well, here's a special report.
Some time ago, the Dharwad District in Charge Minister Dinesh Gundu Rao was in the news for renovating his old office. Just last year itself, the then District in Charge Minister Santosh Lad had spent 50 lakh rupees on renovating it. Instead of staying there, he wanted to shift to the Varta Bhavan of the Information Department. In fact, after the process of renovation started for Varta Bhavan, he realized his mistake. He instructed his people to halt the renovation work, but then the damage had been done. Even now, the remnants can be seen. The Information Department in Varta Bhavan is right in front of the DC office. Though it was too old, there was no intention to renovate or refurbish it. It was only when Dinesh Gundu Rao shifted his office to this place that the work actually began. A number of workers felled the walls overnight. And now that the work has been stalled, the building is in shambles. Now even the people are angry that the building has been meddled with. When there was absolutely no need to renovate the building, the person in question has only earned the wrath of the people as also spoiling a heritage structure. Narsimha Murthy Pyati for News 9, Dharwad.
Now, after a rise in rates of onions and potatoes, now it's the turn of tomatoes, whose retail prices have skyrocketed to 40 rupees per kg in several parts of the country. Now, local vendors are selling tomatoes currently at 40 rupees per kg, double of 20 rupees per kg at which the staple was being sold a fortnight ago. Among all vegetables, tomato requires maximum water. Therefore, its prices are rising in anticipation of poor monsoon. Currently, the supplies are coming from Bengaluru and another place in Maharashtra, which are receiving inconsistent rainfall. Even as the city administration is cracking its whip on hoarders and procuring vegetables from outside the state to check ever-increasing prices of essential commodities, the prices of tomatoes have suddenly skyrocketed and are being sold at about 40 rupees per kg. Even though the rates of onions and potatoes had been increasing for the past several weeks, rates of tomatoes were relatively selling at constantly lower prices. Official records in June had shown an upward trend in prices of vegetable items, with most of the vegetables like potatoes and onions selling at higher price range than corresponding months. But prices of tomatoes had, however, hit a low, with 1 kilogram available at just 3 rupees to 5 rupees in the wholesale market.